In the heart of Australia, where endless skies meet the red, ancient earth, lives one of the most extraordinary creatures on our planet, the kangaroo. With powerful leaps, a muscular frame, and the iconic pouch on its belly, the kangaroo has become a living symbol of Australia's wild spirit and resilience. But behind that graceful silhouette lies a story millions of years in the making, a story of evolution, adaptation, and survival in one of the harshest environments on Earth. The journey of the kangaroo began nearly 25 million years ago, during the late Oligocene epoch, when Australia broke away from Antarctica and drifted into isolation. Cut off from the rest of the world, life on this vast island continent took its own path, and from that isolation emerged a remarkable group of mammals known as marsupials. Among them evolved a unique family, Macropodidae, meaning big foot. The name itself captures the essence of these animals, large spring-like legs built for movement across open plains. Fossils tell us that ancient Australia was once home to many kinds of kangaroos. Some were small and climbed trees, while others were giants, like Procoptodon galea, a massive short-faced kangaroo that stood 3 meters tall and walked upright like a human. But around 45,000 years ago, most of these giants vanished, victims of a changing climate and the arrival of early humans armed with fire and stone tools. Those that survived were smaller, quicker, and far more adaptable, the ancestors of the modern kangaroo. Every part of a kangaroo's body is built for survival and efficiency. Their hind legs are powerful springs of muscle and tendon. When a kangaroo jumps, elastic energy is stored in those tendons and released with every bound, allowing it to travel great distances using surprisingly little energy. With this natural design, a kangaroo can leap up to 8 meters in a single bound and reach speeds of more than 60 kilometers per hour. Even more remarkably, the faster it moves, the less energy it consumes, a marvel of biomechanical evolution. Its long muscular tail is not just for balance. Scientists have discovered that the tail acts like a fifth limb, providing stability and propulsion when the kangaroo moves slowly on all fours. It is a living masterpiece of natural engineering. But perhaps the most extraordinary aspect of the kangaroo is not its power, it's how it brings life into the world. Unlike most mammals, the kangaroo gives birth to an extremely underdeveloped young, after only 33 days of pregnancy. Barely the size of a bean, blind and hairless, the newborn instinctively crawls into its mother's pouch, a warm, living cradle where it will continue to grow for months. Inside, the joey attaches to one of the mother's teats, and there, safe from the desert heat and predators, it nurses and develops. Even more astonishing, a mother kangaroo can produce 2 different kinds of milk at once, one for a newborn joey in the pouch and another for an older offspring that has begun to venture outside. And when times are harsh, when food is scarce or the land is dry, she can even pause her pregnancy, keeping the embryo dormant until conditions improve. This ability, called embryonic diapause, is one of nature's most remarkable reproductive strategies. Across Australia, there are 4 major species of large kangaroo. Red kangaroo, Macropus rufus, the largest of all. The males, with their reddish coats, can reach over 2 meters in height and live in the arid heart of the continent. Eastern grey kangaroo, with softer grey fur, found in the fertile grasslands of the east, often near human settlements. Western grey kangaroo, slightly smaller, darker, and known for its strong, musky scent, living in the western regions. Antilope kangaroo, slender, fast, and adapted to the tropical savannas of northern Australia. Alongside them live their smaller relatives, wallabies, wallaroos, and even tree kangaroos. Each evolved to thrive in different landscapes, from rainforests to rocky cliffs. Kangaroos are social animals. They live in groups called mobs, led by a dominant male and composed of females and their young. Life in a mob offers safety, many eyes and ears to detect danger. They communicate with soft clicks, body movements, and rhythmic thumps of their feet, a signal of alarm that echoes across the plains. As dusk falls, mobs emerge to graze, moving gracefully through the grasslands in search of tender shoots and leaves. Kangaroos are also masters of endurance. They can survive long periods without drinking water, obtaining moisture from the plants they eat, and conserving energy by resting during the day's heat. They are, quite simply, experts in survival. For tens of thousands of years, kangaroos have held a sacred place in Aboriginal culture. In the ancient stories of the Dreamtime, they represent strength, balance, and connection to the land. Rock paintings, some over 20,000 years old, depict kangaroos as part of creation myths, proof of their deep spiritual and cultural importance. When European explorers first arrived in the late 18th century, they were baffled by this strange, leaping creature. Legend says that when they asked the local people what it was called, they replied, "Kangaroo," meaning, "I don't understand." In truth, the word came from the Gugu Yamathea language, referring to a specific species of large, jumping animal. Today, the kangaroo is inseparable from Australia's identity, appearing on the national coat of arms, coins, sports emblems, and even airplanes. To the world, it represents the essence of Australia itself, wild, strong, and free. Yet not all is harmony. In some regions, kangaroo populations have grown rapidly, aided by human-made water sources and farmlands. To many farmers, they are seen as pests, competing with livestock for food and damaging fences. This has led to government-managed culling programs,